How are we doing today, Twin Flames and Starseeds? Today I found myself going full circle, back to the start of my personal Twin Flame Heroes Ascension journey, almost exactly 10 years ago in the fall of 2014, in which I came across what's known as the Violet Flame, recommended to be utilized and practiced by various gurus and experts online, who were somewhat bending it and providing attunements for those struggling in the beginning of their awakening journeys to understand who they are, what's going on with them, the world, as well as for those wanting to receive healing from it, or any activations available from it, if it knew you were in need of any. So, because I have near completed my entire spiritual training initiation process to guide Mother Earth and all of humanity back to the stars where they belong and the brand new paradigm soon commencing, and because I have now ascended to an 8D level of consciousness, this naturally made me want to try bending it and putting it into practice here and there, which I attempted years ago in the beginning and received some form of limited healing actually, for anyone who may be in need of help in this form at the moment. Maybe this can help bring you full circle as well, if your soul is in need of this on your state of the journey also. So right now, I'm just going to call Saint Germain's presence in first, in which you should start feeling his very warm, protective, incredibly potent, fatherly divine masculine energy entering your space and awareness. It also just felt like he gave me a nice, warm hug in order to commemorate me for all the work I've done, as well as to provide me with some form of parental nurturing that I haven't had in a long time, which I'm going to intend that you all receive now in any capacity that you need this. I soon felt a blessing being bestowed upon me by his own very hand, with him placing it onto my forehead region, and then slowly and gradually rubbing it down towards the base of my nose, which I'm going to intend happens for you all as well. I then began to feel myself inflating like a balloon, or even a bounce house, which I just saw my neighbor's children jumping in a few days ago, which should lighten and brighten your moods even more, as well as pull you down to childhood frequency for the remainder of this healing. To continue, this inflation feeling occurring within my chest region felt like a diss to the long period of feeling completely deflated, unworthy, and insignificant, sort of like a drought spell of punishment, and even ridicule I'm hearing for some of you, which I'm just going to wash away, cancel out, in order to bring grounded, practical common sense and logic to all negatively affected by this ridicule, as well as to the ones who stupidly inflicted it upon you. After the inflation in my chest took place, a visual of me getting bigger and bigger gradually, as if I'm being blown up like a balloon, began to come through next, which felt as if it were promoting me to the position I'm supposed to be in now, as well as giving me permission to be powerful, expansive, creative, and the best version of a man that I'm supposed to be for myself first, no twin flame involved. So, of course, I'm going to intend for this to be bestowed upon you as well, so that you too may receive this promotion to your proper position and everything that comes with it. So, now that I feel us all anchoring into the ground, into our own bodies and mind, I think it's safe to begin the Violet Flame Healing, which both Michael and Germain will be hosting. So, right now, I am seeing and feeling the violet flame burning within the center of my chest as a purple, subtly violet toned gas of fire, which feels extremely holy in its nature and incredibly potent this way. It also feels as if it already knows me and is grazing across the left, feminine side of my forehead in order to assure me that it, in fact, knows all about me. The tone of this feels very sweet, yet incredibly passionate in a dark way, due to the dark force of energy that naturally comes with it, demanding it to get its point across to me, which is still love. Right as I said that, I immediately felt a huge amount of natural unconditional love that I already had for myself rise from the depths of my soul and sacral chakra region, as if it were stored there and suppressed by the beast, reminding me that I was always loved, not just by myself, but by the violet flame itself, which is connected to a higher source of divine consciousness, as well as by Saint Germain and Archangel Michael, which is what they're here for, of course, and by the entire galactic federation of light beings, now overseeing our home, theirs as well, better than they ever could with the collapse of the beast system. I am, of course, going to intend for you all to receive this as much as you can as well, for it is too good to have all to myself. For anyone struggling with self-love at the moment, for any given reason at all, I'm going to intend for the violet flame to work in the reverse fashion it did for me and others in our tribe, and actually provide you with this unconditional love for self, which will also work to challenge you to accept this and see this in yourself, sort of like it's bending you so that you will earn it fair and square, and even somehow bulk up in many important areas spiritually as a result. To continue, I soon felt the energies of some of you feeling replaced by others who are still bound to you, even though they are somewhat aware of this and don't care nearly as much as you do. So I'm just going to ask the Violet Flame to cut these karmic cords of attachment with these entities that we don't have the time for anymore at this point in our ascension, and also for it to sear them with your essence in order to crucify them for being so selfish, ruthlessly evil, and actually trying you like that. The energies of self appreciation began to replace the false feelings of unworthiness that I felt just a moment ago, which began to make me feel like a stronger, more independent, self assured version of myself already, as if none of it ever happened and it was all but an illusion. And this will be the case every single time, because all bullshit from Satan and his brainless minions works this way. I soon began to see a huge, long row of the violet flame, rising several feet off of the earth and shooting straight forwards, then turning to form a huge circle, knocking out every last bit of naysayers to God, ourselves, our twin flame unions if you have one. They owe you. In order to knock them all out in one go like dominoes. I soon felt comical energy following this right afterwards, as well as the energies of irony, which means that both Michael and Germain will definitely be assisting us with Judgment Day, and that the enemy's deaths and humiliating collapse may very likely model this same, ironic, domino-like fashion. So, what I say to that is, grab your popcorn, gals, and enjoy the show. Now that I feel we've collected what we've needed to from this interesting journey with Michael and Jermaine's Violet Flame, I think now is a good time to begin allowing the Violet Flame to gradually return us to our bodies, back into our minds, back into our space. So let me take the time to realize the profound transformation we've had together within a span of only about 7 minutes. Now, go ahead and take about 3 deep but gradual breaths into your body until it hits your solar plexus, they're suggesting, so that you may come out of the meditative or even trance-like state they're saying, and this is very good, students, that you've been in. So I'll just go ahead and let you do this. Now, pat yourselves on the back because you just received a real, bona fide Violet Flame Healing Attunement from two masters who loves you, sees you, and truly did the whole time.